So let us understand the concept of heat and a work. I'll write the definition. What is heat? Okay. Heat is a transfer of energy. It is a transfer of energy due to temperature difference between system and surrounding. Concept is very simple. This is also a transfer of energy due to a temperature difference between a system and the surrounding. Just take an example of a hot cup of tea. Okay, hot cup of tea, right? It is very hot, right? So when this hot cup of tea will lose its energy, heat energy will be lost to the surrounding, because many times like always it is a surrounding which is at lower temperature and cup is at a higher temperature. So it will lose its heat till the time the temperature of the system and the surrounding becomes equal. When the temperature of the system and the surrounding is equal, there is no transfer of the heat. This is a simple example. So heat is a transfer of energy due to temperature difference. Okay, then what is work? What is work? Work is also a transfer of energy. It is also a transfer of energy due to pressure difference, between system and surrounding, right? Now we'll take a simple example. Let's say there is a piston, cylinder like this, and there is a free moving piston. Okay, this is free moving lead over here, and say this lead is stationary. When do we say that this lead is stationary? Let's say this pressure here, let's say this is pressure internal and this is pressure external. When pressure internal is equal to pressure external, this lead is stationary. Lead is stationary means what? No work is done, right? But if I apply some extra pressure, then an internal pressure, or if I put some extra pressure from inside, then an external pressure, then the movement of the lead is going to take place. So when the lead is going to take place, when we apply some extra pressure from outside or from inside, then only the movement will be taken place, and we say that there is a work done, means expansion or the compression, work will be done. So in that case, this movement will take place only if there is a pressure difference on the both the sides of the lead, right? So this is also a transfer of energy due to pressure difference between the system and the surrounding. These are the two this is you should be having this definition crystal clear in your mind, that what is a heat and a work done. So let's talk about the sign convention of the heat. This sign convention of the heat is very important. So let's talk about this sign convention. So when heat is transferred, when heat is transferred from system to surrounding, means system is losing a heat. System is losing heat energy. So in this case, when heat is transferred from system to surrounding, heat is considered a sign of heat. Mathematically, sign of heat is considered negative. Okay, it is considered negative, that is minus Q. And when system absorbs heat, or we can say when system loses heat, or when heat is transferred from surrounding to system, surrounding to system. System is absorbing heat. System absorbs heat. Sign of the heat is considered, sign of heat is considered positive, plus Q. Same way, there is a sign convention for the work also. I'll write the sign convention for the work. So sign convention for work. So when work is done on the system, example compression, example is compression. When you compress the system, we are doing work on the system. When work is done on the system, work is considered positive, that is plus W. And second, when work is done by the system, example expansion. Okay, work done is considered negative or minus W. These are the sign convention which you have to remember. Now let us understand what is work. Let's get the equation for the work done. So work is equal to what? What is work is equal to? Work is equal to force into displacement. Like there is a cylinder like this, and this is the free moving lead, right? You will put some force, and let's say it is displacing. Let's say you are putting a force from the external, you are putting some force from here, and it is displacing at this distance, it is displacing to this distance. So what is this? So I'll just mark this. What is this distance? This is, let's say this distance is some distance dx. Okay, force, you are putting some force from here and it is getting displaced. That is, and in that case it is moving from this position V initial to some V final. This is a compression example I am taking, right? So what is force is equal to? Let's rewrite this. What is force is equal to? We know that pressure is equal to force upon area, no? We know that pressure is equal to force upon area. Therefore, force is equal to what? Pressure into area. Yes. So therefore, I'll substitute this. Let's substitute this. Force is equal to pressure into area in a work done. So work is equal to P is for pressure, and A is for area. Now area is what? This is the area of a cross section. In this case, the area of cross section of the lead, right? So area, and this distance, displacement, I will call this to be, let's write this displacement only. Displacement. So what is this? I'll write this P. This is area A, and what is it displaced? It is displaced some distance dx. Okay, or we can consider that this displacement is delta x. We'll write this to be a delta x. So this is delta x. So this is a displacement into area of cross section. It is a what? It will be a change in volume, right? delta x into area of cross section will be is equal to delta V. So this will be a difference in the volume. So I write this to be P into delta V. So work done is equal to P into delta V. Now to fit into a sign convention, okay, this formula if we use as it is not going to work properly. Why? Because sign convention as per the thermodynamic is given as what? When work is done on the system, is considered positive, and work is done by the system, it is considered negative. Now we'll try to, so sign convention, by to fit into a sign convention, we put this negative sign. So why this negative sign? Okay, let us understand. Without this negative sign, sign convention will not support this formula. So purposely it is put minus sign over here. So let's take one small example and we'll understand what is the significance of this minus P delta V, minus signs in a work done formula. So work done, we write is equal to minus P delta V. Let's take a simple example. This is a cylinder, and this is a lid which is moving, and let's say this is V initial. Okay, a compression. I'm doing a compression. Okay, I'm doing a compression, and I'm getting it over here. I'm getting it at this level. This is V final. Let's say this volume which is there is 10 liter. This volume initially was 10 liter. After the compression, the volume has become something, let's say 3 liter. And let's say the pressure which I applied over here is something we can say 8 atmosphere. 8 atmosphere is the pressure which I have applied over here. So what is the work done over here? External pressure what is applied is 8, and what is delta V? Okay, first we'll split this, minus P. What is delta V? V final minus V initial. So minus P is how much? P is 8. And what is final volume? Volume is 3 liter. This is 3. Minus what? Minus initial 10. So minus 8 into minus 7. So this is positive 56 liter atmosphere. Since this is a compression, right? For the compression, work is done on the system. So by the sign convention, I am getting that work done to be positive, and this is correct. Now just imagine that this negative sign was not there. You are directly using a work done is equal to P delta V, and same compression you are doing. Then answer would have been what? Answer would have been minus 56, which is not true as per the sign convention. That's why this minus sign in the formula, whether it is a compression or the expansion, is important. Right? We'll do it other way also. Using a same formula, what I understand is that we'll understand for the expansion. Expansion means what? Work is done by the system. So work is done by the system means what? This is V initial. Okay. What I'll do is, I'll draw the systems again. Expansion means this is the lid, this is the volume which is, let's say, 3 liter, and this is V initial. And I'm expanding it to this volume, that is V final, and which is equal to, this volume is 10 liter. And external pressure, let's say 8 atmosphere. Internal pressure over here, pressure internal is equal to 8 atmosphere. That is what is the pressure from the inside is applied. So work done is equal to what? Minus, what is 8 atmosphere. And what is delta V? V final minus V initial. So minus 8 into, what is final? Final is 10, minus is what? Minus 3 liter. So minus 8 into 7, 56 liter atmosphere is the work done. Right? So because of the negative sign, the sign convention is perfectly fitting into this. That's why whether it is a compression or expansion, always use this formula, minus P delta V. So Here it is an expansion, means work is done by the system, and I am getting answer to be liter atmosphere. Now 1 liter atmosphere, also let's talk about the unit. So when it is 1 liter atmosphere, this is a volume and a atmosphere, it is equal to 101.3 joules. Understand, 1 liter atmosphere is equal to 101.3 joules. So this is a conversion factor you can always use. Let us solve one problem based on this concept. Okay, so take this problem, you can read this problem and solve. You can pause this video for some time and comment your answer in a comment section. You can do this. Okay, I'll explain. So 2 liter of the nitrogen gas at 0 degree Celsius and 5 atmosphere pressure is expanded isothermally against a constant external pressure until the pressure of the gas reaches to 1 atmosphere. Calculate the work done. So this question, isothermally means temperature is constant. Isothermal means at 0 degree Celsius only. Now we need to find a work done, right? For what are the requirements to find a work done? Work done, whether it is an expansion or the compression, we are going to use this formula only, P delta V. P is the constant external pressure or a constant internal pressure, right? So minus P, what is delta V? V final minus V initial. Now you tell me, it is an expansion, right? It is expanded. So V final will be what? V final will be higher value and V initial will be a smaller value, right? So 2 liter of the nitrogen gas at 0 degree Celsius and 5 atmosphere pressure is expanded isothermally against a constant external pressure until the pressure of the gas reaches to 1 atmosphere. Now we need to find what is that volume, what is that final volume. Initial we know that initial it is 2 liter, right? What is that final volume? And pressure is given to be 1 atmosphere, right? It is against a constant external pressure, right, to 1 atmosphere. So here, what is this P1 V1? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. What I am doing, I am finding the other volume, that is what I require over here. So the volume over here, first it is a pressure is what, 5 atmosphere, and what was the volume? Volume was 2 liter. Here pressure is what, 1 atmosphere, and what is that new volume? The volume pressure is decreased from 5 atmosphere to 1 atmosphere. So volume should be increasing, no, from 2 to something. So what is that? V2 will be is equal to 10 liter is the new volume, right? 10 liter is the volume. So work done will be is equal to what? Work done is equal to minus what is 1 atmosphere. What is final volume? That is volume 2 is 10 and initial was 2. So I am getting minus 1 into 8 liter atmosphere. But if I multiply this 8 into 101.3 conversion factor, I will get the answer to be 810.0 joules. This is the work done for this process.